Hello, Ben, can you hear me?
Hello? Yeah, loud and clear.
I have Matt Snow from The Guardian on line 1.
It's different at City. Yeah, put him through. What? The Guardian?
Hi, Ben. Matt Snow, The Guardian.
Hi, Matt.
Mind if I ask a couple of questions?
Fire away, mate. Yeah, bring him on.
So I heard during your first press conference that you're going to change some attitudes at Man City.
Yes, mate, yeah. There's this sort of money-rich tag label to City, and I want to change things, develop young players, homegrown, change the idea of what Manchester City is all about, really. So
is that why you spent 100 million on Kylian Mbappe?
Well, he's 22, isn't he? So
and what's about the sign of Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
What is this? I mean, next time, don't put him through. Hello there, folks. Welcome out to episode 2 of the Manchester City series. If you're enjoying it, please drop a like on it. Make sure you do. And let's crack on then. I've made some transfers. I've been busy. Busy. So sure, I may or may not have signed Kylian Mbappe. He obviously wants to leave PSG, and I would much rather see him in the Premier League. The player exchange is going to annoy people. So I couldn't get him easily, viewers. And I know he's only got a year left on his contract, and I could risk waiting and getting him on a free, but he's almost certainly goes to Real Madrid. So I pounced. And, well, I exchanged a player. I'm an idiot. All right, I've made 4 transfers and 1 sale, and let's talk about who's left. So as a make weight in the deal for Kylian Mbappe, I let them have Raheem Sterling. I'm just going to leave that there, I think. There's no explanation needed. He doesn't want to be here. Let him go. Let him fly. Ignore the value. I have Kylian Mbappe in the team. So just calm yourselves down. Real talk a minute, though. What a signing. I mean, to have Mbappe in the Premier League, the pace is so dangerous. The off the ball, the composure, the dribbling, finishing, and first touch. This is off the scale stuff, viewers. I'm very excited. We've got ourselves. This is going to be a good year, right? And as if you didn't need any more strikers, Zlatan Ibrahimovic has joined. Currently out with a damaged knee cartilage, which at 39, I'm not lying to you, viewers, is a concern. It's a 2-year deal on 235 grand a week. If you're new to the channel, this is not normal. This is very normal. I think out of all the beta saves I've ever done, I've definitely signed Zlatan in over half. So this is just, if anything, people would have been disappointed had I not done this. But I mean, when you consider the fact he can't run very quickly, my God, is he good at everything else. 20 flair, 20 first touch, 19 finishing, great technique, amazing strength, jumping, reach, balance. You're late on in the game, you need to change the style of play a little bit. This is your guy. And it's Zlatan, isn't it? I mean, he was great for Milan recently. So it's great. It's a brilliant piece of business. 4.8 million. It's a bargain. All right, next up, we signed Dennis Zakaria. Quite a few people suggesting we were lacking another defensive midfield option. And I agreed. Other than having Rodri in there, I figured it was probably best to bring somebody else in that can play that role. And by looking by the attributes of Zakaria, brilliant tackling, great work rate, good aggression, and physically fantastic. At 24 years of age, he's only cost me £7 million. If you can get Zakaria, viewers, do. He's really good. I know I'm not the only YouTuber to have bought him. So, yeah, check him out. And then finally, left-back cover, really. I think the plan is to play Cancelo out on the left-hand side with Walker on the right this season. We don't really have the budget. I mean, I've spent it all on Mbappe. We don't really have the budget to bring in a first-choice left-back right now. So Pellegrini sort of joined us from Juventus on loan for the season. We have Zinchenko, we have Cancelo, and we have now Pellegrini as well. So, options. So City's transfer business has... It's continued, hasn't it? Not just Jack Grealish, but Kylian Mbappe, not Harry Kane, need probably to change the intro now, and not Erling Haaland, who remain at their respective clubs. The real story in every save is that Brendan Rodgers goes to Newcastle, and what will they do? Will they bring any major players in? So far, they've bought one off me that I was quite happy to let go. They've sold Joel Linton for £1.5 million. That is not good business. Krasnodar have got a steal there. An absolute steal. All right, I mentioned yesterday, our first game of the season will be the Community Shield against Leicester City. The first opportunity for us to lay down a marker and hopefully win ourselves a trophy. Now, hilariously, really, we've just played Leicester in a piece of, not Peter Schmeichel, sorry, the other Schmeichel, Kasper Schmeichel, testimonial, of course, a former player of Manchester City. We didn't win it, so is that a bad sign? I guess we'll find out. This one, to me at least, matters a little bit more. We're missing Zlatan, they're missing Maddison, Evans and James Justin, so we've got a chance. And let's talk about then the team for today's game. So what to do with Kylian Mbappe? That is sort of the question on everybody's lips at this point, I suspect. We're going to kick things off with having him as a deep lying forward. He's definitely a better advanced forward. He's arguably a better complete forward attack as well. But with the way that we're playing, with the tiki-taka style that we're trying to implement, I'd rather him drop that little bit deeper and be involved in the play as we work it up the field. And again, once he's on the ball, that could be dangerous. Player instruction-wise, I want him to dribble more. I want him to shoot more. I want him to score 35 goals this season. That's what I'm hoping for from Kylian. Hopefully more. Again, I did a video with him and Haaland, and basically did a comparison, and he was very good in wide areas, but I think he could be even better centrally. But when Messi is a thing, that's not going to happen as often for him. So Zach Steffen starts for us, as you can see down the bottom here. Hopefully you can see, actually, we'll go to the screen so you can see. Zlatan and Foden miss out through injury. Jesus, Walker, Stones and Edison all unavailable and on holiday at the moment. Kevin De Bruyne, not quite match fit. The same applies to Riyad Mahrez. So the team for this one then, we've got Zach Steffen in goal, Cancelo and Zinchenko either side of Diaz and Laporte. I definitely think that's going to be my back two throughout the year, but having Ake and Stones is certainly not bad at all. Fernandinho comes in to sit just behind Gundogan and Rodri, who moves into a box-to-box role. On the surface, that might look a little bit crazy, but he's actually got really good box-to-box attributes. I think it'll work quite well. If you just highlight them here, you can see he's definitely capable of doing this job. That stamina of 16, really strong too. He's only 25. For some reason, I feel like Rodri is always 32. I'm just something in my brain. Gundogan's going to play slightly further ahead. Silva as an inverted winger, basically cutting in, been on the ball, being prepared to dribble with it. Grealish on the other side, doing a similar job, but both of them supplying the front man at the top there, Kylian Mbappe. You don't get to manage Kylian Mbappe that often in an FM save, especially in the Premier League. So this is going to be good fun. Of course, we get to have our first look as well as a friendship group. Oh my God, we need to give Mbappe number 7. Sure. KM7, does that work? So you now have a league which includes Lukaku, Ronaldo, Salah, and Mbappe, amongst many others. It's the top goal scorer, as well as Harry Kane, of course. It's going to be an interesting battle for that. All right, then. Come on, let's start well. That's all we can hope for, really. Leicester, of course, without a manager, as they've just lost Brendan Rodgers to Newcastle. So does that make it easier or harder? I don't really know. I will say as we go through some of the press conference stuff, thank you for the support of the first episode. Really great to see so many people back, it feels like, for a new series. So welcome aboard, and let's see. Look, Champions League is the target, but of course I'm going to try and win the quadruple. That's always the plan for City at the start of a year. As I see the Leicester side roll through there, they're sort of not actually their manager has turned up. I'm wearing sort of a purple suit with a red shirt. There's no logic behind that. I just think I look great. All right, what I will say is the kits don't look great, and the ball colour is horrendous. Who's done this? Can you even see that for the Community Shield? It's terrible. It's almost like it's not visible. Ball played in, Laporte clears away. Are we going to have to go to 2D off the bat, or will my TV view save us here? That's the question we've got to ask. I don't know, viewers. I can barely see the bloody ball. All right, well, we'll figure it out, won't we? Again, playing this tiki-taka style, expecting us to have a lot of possession. I don't know if we'll stay in this style. Again, having like a heavy press style, I'm trying to avoid that because I've learned about FM22 is that pressing throughout a game means that by the time you get to 60 minutes, you are shattered. So we're not doing that with this City side. We can't see the ball. I mean, you can just about see the ball. Just about see the ball. I don't understand. All right, we're going to do some teaching briefly, viewers. So in preferences on skin colours, there is a standard ball colour. As you can see, viewers, I've got it as white. It doesn't appear to be working. Have we got a special ball for the Community Shield? I don't want it. I'll say that much now. I do not want it. You can see there the ball still this weird colour as Kylian Mbappe there doing some movement that you've not seen before. Then again, you can't see the ball. Jamie Vardy's on goal. I'll tell you if it goes on or not, viewers. Jamie Vardy, he's missed it. Right. I mean, unbelievably, viewers, I'm going to 2D. I've not been here for some time. I can get very close in 2D. Goodness me. They've put all this time into the new engine and I cannot see the ball. So that's good. Right, Albrighton, ball in. Fofana heads over. I mean, it's not great, is it? It's worth noting, it is the beta. They will absolutely change it because that won't work. I guess if there's one thing to be said, we will see an over-the-top view of how everything's going. So far for us, by the way, an extremely even game. And City, you would argue, having the best of it. Sorry, City having the best of it. Leicester, arguably having the best of it. Definitely had more chances. What you can see from our graph down the bottom there, though, is that Mbappe is very much distant from everyone else around him. So there is a change we can maybe make here. We have Kevin De Bruyne on the bench, who I think is probably fit to play a little bit. I'm bringing him on. Fernandinho is going to drop out. We're going to have Gundogan play as a deep line playmaker now, as we've removed that role from Fernandinho. And now we're going to have really pushed up De Bruyne, shadow striker, right behind Kylian Mbappe. Great finishing ability on De Bruyne. Has played as a false nine, of course, before as well. So now we're going to see it. As well as that, let's have Kylian Mbappe push further forward. Still have everyone else on supportive roles, but this should give us a much better chance. It's taken me 45 minutes into my first competitive game, and I've gone to 4-2-3-1. So we will change this up throughout the season. I'm hoping to do some really clever things. As you can see there as well, they're playing a similar system, Leicester, and it does appear that attacking-wise, at least, they've been, again, that little bit more dangerous. We've got a free kick. Jack Grealish is on it. He plays it in towards the back post. Rodri was there. It's going to go out to Laporte, of course, left-footed. He's taking his time doing so. We'll just speed it up just a touch, shall we, as it's in 2D now. Cancelo on it now. Finds Gundogan. I've not played in 2D for so long. This is very weird for me. But I'm nostalgic about it in a way, viewers. Of course, future episodes will be in 3D. Hopefully a fix comes in as well as Bernardo Silva. He's cracked it off the bar. Jack Grealish. Debut goal for Jack. I think we'll have 3D replays on. We'll see if we can see the ball, viewers. It's a game. All right, you can see the sort of purple ball with some dots on it. Bernardo Silva, I mean, how you don't score that, I'll never know. And Grealish on the volley. It's a brilliant finish. Already, by the way, just some of the animations, player animations we're focusing on here, look very, very different. As, is he onside there, Mbappe? Hang on. Tight offside. Okay, he is onside. I'm not convinced he was onside. Regardless, it's 1-0 and we lead. And the great thing about this is, viewers, the Streamer Showdown ad boards are not installed right now. So if we do win it and we do lift the trophy, it'll look better. Free kick, Tielemans stepping up as he's hit the post. Goodness gracious me, as I think at this point in the season, probably worth making some changes. Zakaria is going to come in for Rodri in the centre of midfield. Mahrez is going to replace Silva on that side. Wow, it's fun being City manager. You literally just bring on players that are as good as the other ones. I've never started a save ever where I feel like the team has got not an ounce weaker from the changes I've just made. Anyway, we're forward again. Zakaria, first impact for him, goes back to Laporte, back into Gundogan, who shot. Oh, it's majestic. I want to see it in 3D. It's Manchester City 2. It's Leicester 0. And look, I've basically put in some cheat codes, and I'm allowed to manage a team that are this good. It doesn't necessarily seem fair. So hopefully you're tracking the ball here as it goes towards Gundogan. And that, by the way, the spin and the whip on the ball, it definitely looks better. There's a lot more fluidity to the engine this year. I'm a big fan. Despite having some early access, I didn't play a huge amount of it because I want my experiences to be live with you right now. So I'm seeing quite a lot of things here that I've not actually seen before. So I don't think I'm just going, oh, look at this. I genuinely am loving it. As Zinchenko into Zakaria, keeps the ball alive. Out to Gundogan. He's got a lot of space if he's not careful. Cancelo now. I mean, Leicester look a little bit beat here, if I'm being honest. Mahrez now picks it up, of course, former Leicester player. Cancelo, Mbappe. It's a debut goal for Grealish. It's a debut goal for Kylian Mbappe. And on 82 minutes, this could be, if this is a sign of things to come, viewers, I'm very excited. Let's take a look at it in 3 dimensions. That's something I've not said for a long time. As it goes to Mahrez, and then it's just a very simple pass from Cancelo into Mbappe, and you can see the net move at least, so you know it's got in the goal. Leicester made some changes, but it doesn't look as if they're going to put up a big enough fight for the rest of this game. Again, managerless Leicester. It'll be interesting to see who they appoint at this stage, as a big save from Zach Steffen. Zealand will be a fan of that. Leicester are not done, but they at the same time they are done. Mbappe is going to be on this as it's flicked back. It's been a good performance. I think what I'm going to do at the very end of this game, actually, is take a look at some of the details behind the scoreline. I want to see if we are deploying this tiki-taka style as Grealish finds De Bruyne. If I can see the goal this season, I'm going to be gutted. Are you liking the blue, by the way? There's a lovely ambiance to the room. The amount of blue that we're seeing as De Bruyne. I'm aware, by the way, that the ball thing has been noted on the forums, so I suspect it will be fixed in due course. Because it's not great. They've just brought on Patson Daka, who I do think is a brilliant footballer. So if he scores, I'll clap it. At the same time, I don't want to concede. So please don't. All right, we've been positive the whole game. It's time to go down to balanced and just see this out now. Let's keep the clean sheet. It's interesting. We're late in the game and we're still pressing them like relatively well too. And actually, we nearly win the ball back there. It's actually quite a good pass forward from Leicester. Lookman's in and I didn't want the clean sheet anyway. It's fine. I don't want to see it in 3 dimensions. I was banging on about the clean sheet, delighted about it. But there we are then, 4-1 winners. And because we're not in 3D, I don't even see us lift the trophy. I can't believe it. Post-match, it's not going to show up, is it? Oh my God, never mind. You did it. Enjoy the celebrations. We worked hard for this moment. Me and Killian didn't. Neither did Jack. None of us did. All right, always nice to win trophies then. If this was Glory Hunter, it would be a good start, wouldn't it? Let's face it. But there we are then. Diaz hit all the right notes today, says Lyndon. He's, or she's delighted. All right, the perfect beginning as Manchester City manager. Really enjoyed that. Let's see then, where's our first games going to come from? I think away trips to Tottenham and maybe Burnley as well, they can be very exciting. We have a very interesting December as well. Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool. So that seems to make sense to me. Let's see how we do against Harry Kane is what I'm thinking. I'll kick off the Premier League season, see how we do. And bring you an update after 5 matches. That seems to make sense. Again, if you enjoyed today's video, please do drop a like on it. There are giveaways happening all over the place. Last video, as well as all over Twitter at the moment. So do get yourself involved if you're trying to get yourself a copy, or equally give it to a friend. I don't mind. We love with care then. For until next time, I'll see you again very, very soon. Make sure you're subscribed. See you tomorrow. Goodbye. I've also got a video about draft mode coming out tomorrow. Keep an eye out. It's good now.